Come and train with one of England's fastest marathon runners with me. My marathon time, 5 hours 22. Anya's, 2 hours 34.
Jesus Christ. Oh. That's it. Oh my God.
I'm Anya, I'm an elite marathon runner. I was in the elite start line at London Marathon last year. I've represented England. I guess my kind of story is I'm actually a very normal runner and a normal girl. So I didn't start running until lockdown basically. I ran my first marathon in 2019 in a time of 4 hours and 34 minutes. And by 2022 I'd ran 2 hours and 34 minutes. So I knocked off whole 2 hours in those 3 years, which is crazy. My whole message is I want to show that it is possible. Anyone can do that if they want to put their mind to it.
Should we start the session? We're going to do an interval session. We are doing a warm-up because we don't skip warm-ups, not when Anya's around. And then we're going to go into 5 reps of 400 meters and then 5 reps of 200 meters and then a cool down. Yeah. So let's start. I think we're going to take this mega slow because I know that she's going to kill me with these the next rep. How did you get into running? Why did it all start?
It all started with mental health and just getting out that 1 hour permitted exercise a day. It's always been about what running gives to the rest of my life. I run to give more to the rest of my life. Like every day, no, it's true, like every day I'm more positive when I've ran. It gives me a spark basically.
And that first marathon, how did you train for that?
I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have any carbon-plated shoes. I didn't have a watch. I should still say 4 hours and 34 minutes is still a really good time.
Yeah, that's like, that's one of my, the sub 5 I would love.
I tried as hard when I ran 4 hours 34 as when I ran 2 hours 34. Like yeah. It doesn't get any easier.
That's so interesting because I think there is a bit of a myth where if you are slower, people think that you're not training as hard. We've got an elite runner who is saying that, you know, her first slowest marathon was also incredibly hard.
I can take so much inspiration from any runner at any level because of that, because at the end of the day, everyone's just trying their hardest.
Me and Josh went on a run ages ago and we were like, you know, it'd be fun just to see how fast we can run, like full speed. And I'm running and like my shoulders and my legs are everywhere as I'm running. And my mum messaged me and she was like, you run like Phoebe from Friends. How do you know what is a good running form when you can't really, a lot of people aren't filming themselves running, so how do you know?
There's no perfect running form. I think there's a textbook running form. So it is what's most efficient for you. But yeah, the textbook will say, make sure you land with your feet below the weight of your body. Longer strides isn't going to make you any faster, but like your cadence, so how many steps per minute, how fast your legs are moving is what's going to make you faster. Driving your arms and moving your legs fast. And when your legs start getting tired, really pump your arms because it's impossible for your arms and legs to like work independently. They always work together. So that it'll encourage your legs. So definitely, that'll be the first few things, but I can give you some more tips along the way. Let's go.
You know, I'm not actually probably won't speak during these ones. This is where my conversation will start to run dry.
I can help you. Your form's actually very good.
Oh, my form's good. I always outdo it in the first one though, so I'm naturally trying to rein myself in a bit.
Go fast. I know you are gonna ask me what like my version of this track session would be. The other day I did 20 by 400 meters. So that was a good one.
20 laps?
Yeah. It was so mind-numbing.
Jesus Christ, do you listen to music?
No. Nice. That's it. Oh, one done. First one's hard. Your body will slowly get into it.
The difference in the breath.
Nice. When it gets tough, I do just try to focus on my form. Keep your arms driving. Your arms at a 45-degree angle. Try and make them not cross your body. Yeah, breathe. You got it. You got it.
I've got it. Being slower is, and training for a longer race, it is the most time consuming thing. I mean, I'm very lucky in that I'm obviously freelance, so I can be way more flexible than the average person. I think if I had still had my 9 to 5 job now, I wouldn't have even considered training for a marathon because it would have been impossible
no,
for me.
it's literally impossible, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of like interested in getting a little bit faster gradually so that it's still enjoyable. But just because if I can even shave off half an hour off long runs, like,
you can do.
That would just make my training so much better. I think it would make me more likely to want to train for bigger races because I'm like, just knowing that you've got to go out and run for 4 hours is
daunting.
Awful.
Yeah, it's so daunting.
When you're out, it's okay because there's things that you can do to like, and you like train your mind to do it, but it's that night before.
You're probably more mentally strong than me, honestly.
I don't know about that.
Keep going. You're doing amazing there.
Thank you.
Keep your chest up. Almost there. Finish strong. Smashed it. Mine says 5:26 pace.
I'll take that. Jesus Christ. What is the difference between, obviously everyone watching this, we all have some different paces, so don't focus too much on the pace, but in terms of the difference in your pace between a speed session and an easy run, what is your average pace? What's the difference?
I would say around 4:40 a kilometre is like an easy run. Sometimes a little bit. I normally do my easy runs on time actually rather than pace or distance because it means that I can run I'm just out for like 40 minutes and I can make that slower or faster depending on how I feel. And then my marathon pace is over a minute faster than that.
Right.
So then my 5k pace is a whole lot faster than that.
Yeah.
So at least a minute slower than your marathon pace.
So there's quite a big difference really between like people, and I definitely made this mistake as a beginner. Like I thought you just went out and you ran and then that was it and you just ran the same on every run. But I think there's so many people that struggle with running and they think that they're running slow enough, but actually maybe they need to slow it down even more.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree. Like, again, without getting too technical, the way you build fitness, you've got two energy systems, your aerobic and your anaerobic, and you have to build them both up to build fitness.
Yeah.
And your aerobic system is your slow, easy runs, just building your base, and your anaerobic is like intervals on the track. So like the slow runs are just as important as the fast runs.
Yeah. So the training plan that we're doing today is a 5k interval session, and it's obviously I'm using the Runna app that I do with all of my sessions. So if you want to follow along to a similar session, you can download the Runna app using the code Emily2, which will get you 2 weeks free. Also invited Anya down because not only is she super speedy and very patient at helping me with my runs, but she also works on the Runna plans.
Yeah, I'm a coach at Runna. We have like a world-class coaching team. It's Steph Davies, an Olympian, Beth Potter, Olympian, me and Ben Parker in the UK anyway. And everyone's plan is basically a blueprint of our training. And we work out, the tech team work out how my 5k relates to my half marathon time, to my marathon time. And then we kind of use that to work with everybody else's time. So your 5k time, what would that relate to in marathon time? And then Steph is amazing at coming up with super good workouts that, you know, everyone can do, and we adapt them for every pace, every goal, everything like that.
Yeah, I think the really good thing about Runna is it really is for everyone. I started with Runna, built up, I've pretty much done every single plan now up to the ultra one. It's great for everybody, I think, beginners or experts. It's
I
just
use
nice.
Runna, you use Runna, my mum uses Runna.
We're all on Runna.
You're strong, you're in control, you can do anything you put your mind to it. Nice. Also, we were in an outside lane, so that was longer than 400 metres. Smashed it. Breathe.
I feel like I'm being like mothered all the way through it. I love it. I need you on every session.
This is nice.
Lovely.
But now you've got this far, the session seems really manageable, whereas at home before you left, it was probably far more daunting.
It is, it's such a mental thing. And I'm such an overthinker. I'm a natural pessimist, which is not good. I just go out and I expect it to be going to go wrong or for it to be really hard. To be fair, I think that's one thing that running has taught me. I've learnt more about myself mentally than I ever would like physically through running.
Yeah,
and I think it's made me do so many things, and I don't know if you're the same. I thought running would make me a better runner and a more confident runner, but It's also made me do things out of running
Yeah, no,
that I would never have done
100%.
before, because you just have that
100%.
confidence that like
Yeah.
translates across work and
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Yeah, when you do something you didn't think you could in a running session, and you like, you know, don't hold yourself back in a running session, you put yourself in a work situation, you're like no holding back.
Yeah. It's so crazy, like one thing that you think will just change your fitness or a goal that you have, and then it just like my whole life feels different since I started running.
Same. I feel so grateful and lucky to have found my purpose, but I genuinely believed running was.
Yeah.
And once I found running and it just became so much of my life, like my life has changed.
Oh my god.
That's just emptying the tank. Well done, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. Oh, thank you for...
You've also gone above every pace.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever run this fast in my life.
You're doing it.
For everyone's reference, how fast is your marathon pace?
I think my PB, 2 hours and 34 minutes, was about 3:38 a kilometre.
3:38. What are you thinking?
Yeah.
And what point are you like, right, I have to hang on now? Or is it that all the way through?
I'm not gonna lie, it's not comfortable.
Yeah.
And it is so mental and it's so gritting your teeth. I think whatever pace you run a marathon, that last like 12k when you get to 30k is just a mental game of like breaking it down kilometre by kilometre. From like 10k it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I always finish and I'm like, I can't believe how hard marathons are. And also I can't believe I just did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they don't get easier.
They don't get easier. Sorry to everybody.
Yeah, sorry.
We wouldn't all do them if they
it was
were
easy. It's
easy.
so true.
So I know it's bad to say that they're not easy.
Yeah.
But you feel so amazing at the end,
Yeah.
it makes you want to do more.
It's not necessarily that running gets easier, but you learn to deal with it.
Yeah.
And the mental side becomes not easier, but more manageable, I guess.
And definitely, you have higher expectations for yourself, so you want to push more.
Yeah.
And that's why it gets harder.
Yeah.
And that's it. Just round the bend.
Oh, yeah, I went out too hard.
You got it. You got it. Hold on. Hold on. To the line. Just to the side. Smash it.
Is that it?
Yeah. You got it. You got it. I don't know if you're so well. It's like 400k pace.
Oh my god.
That was so good. You really pushed yourself.
I feel like I'm really pushed myself. Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you, Anya, for kicking my ass. If you enjoyed this video, first of all, subscribe and give me a like and a comment. You can follow Anya on Instagram. You have YouTube as well, right?
I'm gonna bring back.
I'll link it. I'll link everything about Anya below so you can follow her, follow along for Barcelona because we're both running that. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.